4 lines from the bottom of chapter Chaf Vav of Shaar HaEmunah by the Middler Rebbe, and we just finished saying that Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, the Nasi Ador of his generation, the leader of his generation, wasn't sure himself whether or not he was going to get Gan Eden or Gehenna, and what he wasn't sure of was whether or not his godly soul has perfected his Nefesh HaTivius, and he was in B'chol Koch Hasecha, with all its powers, Aidei Torah v'mitzvahs. He wasn't sure, Shaloi b'tefillah. He wasn't sure if his godly soul had perfected his rational soul through his doing Torah mitzvahs, specifically through tefillah, through davening, through prayer. Hagam shemitzad nishmasoi hoya yudua hetiv shohoisa devekis v'chashuka tamid lamayla lichlal lekol lemahus va'atzmus. That also, in terms of his soul, it's well known, very well, that he had a devekis, and it was enclosed all the time within him. It was engraved in him. It was engraved above to be enclosed within the mahus va'atzmus of the Eibishter. Knitzus b'tnei abuka, like a spark and a flame, mitzad etzem hiskashrus shelo. And this all happened because of his etzem hiskashrus. And v'prapet Torah v'mitzvahs v'yira v'ava alokis shalaheves yud kei kanis kra'el. I'm wondering right now if the Middler Rebbe is saying that Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai did this, or whether this is what's meant to have happened. And I'm thinking both. That mitzad, a person's nefesh elokis, what happens is, especially mitzad Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, is this is what happened. Like a spark in a flame, it's going up and it's cleaving to the Eibishter, and specifically through doing Torah mitzvahs and fearing and loving God, that you'll have a fiery Yud K, Knes Kra'el, set above. So what's going on here is that when a person does Torah mitzvahs and is taking the Nefesh Elokis to, in order to perfect the Nefesh HaTivius, in order to perfect their rational soul, what they're going to have in this case is a fiery Yud K, as it says, Al Chelek Elokama Ma'amish, as a person as a Jewish soul is uniquely a part of God above. It's literally part of God above. Therefore, when you're doing Torah mitzvahs in a fiery way, in a passionate way, and you're doing it with your full force, your Yud K, that's part of your godly soul, becomes fiery, and and that's mirroring the Yud K of Hashem himself. So your Yud K, which is part of God above, is fiery. V'riya l'zeh Rabbi Akiva, and this is also like what was happening with Rabbi Akiva. What? Namely, mitzta'er bin nafsho, it caused him great pain. Al b'choy nafshecha, with his whole soul, afilu noito, even to the point of taking his away of his life. Chulu. What's that? What was he in great pain about? Masa yavo lidoy b'poyel mamish b'siris nefesh aguf. He was wondering when he would come to the level of actually serving Hashem, to actually give away his life, his body for Hashem, and it caused him great pain. Why? Because he wasn't sure that, until that point, he wasn't sure whether or not his godly soul has perfected his rational soul. So therefore, he was deathly afraid, and it caused him great pain. Hari gamsha yudua b'chi toiv b'mesiris nefesh sheben shamasa she amitius mitzad etzem uhusa b'shorsha. That also, it's well known that with mesiris nefesh, that's in a soul, that this happens truly from the essence and the root of the soul itself. And through that action, what the implication is, through that action, your nefesh HaTivius will be perfected. That because of this, because mesiris nefesh would be rooted in the essence of Hashem, it caused them pain. Al mesiris nefesh sheba nefesh HaTivius sheba guf. That it caused him pain to have until the point where he finally had the mesiris nefesh. Ad shahayim maspik b'zeh, till he was doubtful. What was he doubtful about till this point in time? What happened where he have his mesiris nefesh, where he gave away his life for the Eibishter? What was he doubtful about? ki gam shoy liboy lamayla ve'einav lamata. Because he was doubtful that his nefesh elokis had perfected his nefesh ativis through the means of having his heart above and having his eyes down here below. And that's specifically through the way in which the nefesh ha'elokis would perfect the nefesh ativis, the rational soul. Mizkael. Shegaver overpowers order haneshama ve'eloi his pilus amitis b'ma v'alev hativi gam kain. Kainin libi asadi. That what would have to happen in order to have the godly soul perfect the rational soul? That the light of the soul would have to have a tremendous arousal. It would have to take place. It would have to travel down and take place in the brain and in the heart. The natural heart, the tedious brain and heart. How would this happen? We're going to get that in the next chapter. This is through Pirkei Atzelm. This is a sneak preview. There's going to be a mamutza between your godly soul and your rational soul. In order to make sure that it happens, that the arousal that's taking place in your godly soul is going to perfect your rational soul. Anyways, it's going on a slight tangent. Let's not go there right now. Gam kain ki inyan libi ubasadi. This is the inyan. This is the idea that your fleshy heart will be perfected. Ukamoy mebasari echsa eloka. And from my flesh I perceive Hashem. Hari lo hayazeh b'poel mamish, rak b'koech lavad, rak shahaya mechoin b'zeh k'mo shekasam machal macher. All that whole idea of perfecting, taking the godly soul and perfecting the rational soul, and having your eyes perceive Hashem, and where your heart itself is clinging to the Eibishter, and all those kinds of things. This is all b'koech by Rabbi Akiva until he came to the point to have Mesiras Nefesh b'poel mamish. But until that point in time came, he was worried. And it caused him great pain, because he didn't know whether or not his godly soul had indeed perfected his rational soul.